Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. It is the second day of winter, so things are getting a bit chillier, but I think, well, it's frozen ground, so what we're going to try and do first is we are going to try and get some solid fertilizer on the ground. I don't know how well it'll go. We've got a little bit in here. So we're going to run this test run first and see how this does. If we can't spread this, we can't spread this, and we will look for another job to do. And there are still several other jobs to do on the farm, but I would quite like to get some solid fertilizer on our fields if we possibly can. So we'll unfold the spreader and we'll see if this will work. Oh. No, soil is frozen, so we cannot work it. It's one of those things that, that unfortunately we can't do. However, as I said, there are plenty of things we can still be doing on this farm. And it's one of those things that, actually that demonstrates fairly well in seasons, that seasons does prevent you doing things in winter. You're restricted on certain areas. So my plan is to really start looking at what our options are for next season for some stuff. I doubt we're going to get much ground, or the ground much unfrozen now before the end of winter. Let's have a look at seasons here and our weather. So yeah, our average temperature, if we're lucky today, we might dip above freezing, but we're looking at not having a very thawed ground for a while. So the plans I had for today are pretty much going to be on hold for quite a little while. That doesn't mean that there's nothing to do on the farm though, as I said. So we need to pop up to the shop. Well, no, we are going to place something in the farm. Now I want to do some seed making on here. So to do that, we know we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need a seed maker, which is a good start. That comes with the global company mod. Let's open this up. We're going to need some space to do it, which is where this barn, I think, is going to come in. And we're going to need some fertilizer. Oh, you cannot open this barn door from the inside. That's interesting. Or a tool. Let's just step back and try this again. Yeah, that was a little bit strange. Yeah, the doors for this, looks like you can't touch them while they're moving. So let's turn on the light in here. Now, something I said I was going to do last time, I was going to be selling the oats that we have. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I double checked. And oats, their best price is tomorrow. So it's almost there. So this very much is, we need to either deal with these, which is something we do need to do. And I think we may have to deal with those so that we can get our seed maker done. We're going to move these silage bales out of here, because we don't need to do that. So this is going to be very much clearing up around the farm, I think, today. There's not much we can do on the land, so let's pop back over to this tractor here and pop into our shed and get this cleared. An awful lot of bales that need moving, and we'll move them. We should be able to move them two at a time. I was going to get, well, I was very much thinking of getting a new bale stacker to do this job. Right, these are straw bales, so we don't want to touch these yet. We want to get these hay bales out first. And this is where stuff begins to get interesting, because we do have, this stacker does not always unload cleanly, unfortunately. And in this area here, we've got not a lot of space to maneuver a lot of the time. fairly square. Go in and up and back. So yeah, quite a lot of bales to move, as I said. But we are looking at a dry day, which is good. I was hoping that it wasn't going to freeze quite as quickly as it has. That way we might be in a position where we could do a little bit of work on the land. But that's not to be, as it turns out. Now we're only going to go 4 high in here. We have plenty of space to just do that. We don't need to go the full whack. I don't think going 6 high is probably a bit difficult, and also we are not 6 high for most of what we've already done, so it just means that it makes it that much harder for us. And this is just a lot of back and forward now to get these done. So yeah, plans over the winter very much are that we're looking towards the next year. As I said last time, I think what we're going to do is probably front load a lot of the stuff for winter, and maybe jump a couple of days. So we're going to get this job done today. Ooh. There we go. And then next time we'll get the oats done. We will be on day 3 of winter at that point. We'll see if there's anything more we can do, anything else that needs doing. We might get the... Whoa. Ah. Trying to talk and stack. Not a good combination. Try and get maybe the cows started. Probably get the cows started on the very last day of winter. And that just leaves 2 days in the middle of winter where we'll essentially shut the farm down. We'll have to do some work with the sheep during that time, but otherwise we should be good. And we'll have a look at our sheep today as well. Right, let's get that lower. There we go. Let's see if... Oh, it is 3 bales that are there. So if we stack this here like this and get this sorted. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that can go wrong when you don't adhere to your own stacking rules. So normally I stack a row ahead, a row or 2 ahead, but today I've decided not to do that so far, and now I am paying for it by knocking bales all over the place. Right, there we go. I'm getting used to stacking with more and more pieces of equipment, but sometimes more haste, less speed will pay off. Right, there we go. So yeah, we are only 4 high here. Let's just nudge. Those 2 back into position, hopefully. I'm going to take an entire stack off behind it now, aren't I? Trying to maneuver these. Let's pop out and have a look at exactly where we are. That would be why. There we go. And down and out. There is a mod where you can tell the height of your front loader, but I've never really used it. I always thought it'd get in the way on the screen a little bit, and it's more the level of my front loader that I want to know, the level of my my spikes. Caught up on the side. But yeah, we have 250,000, so that's where we left off last time. We're looking at having probably 300 and 320, 340. No, sorry. Nearly 400,000. We have a loan at the moment of over 6, I think. No, 420. We do not need a massive amount on our canola to be debt-free next time. So, yeah, that is going to be very, very good news. I'm going to switch over my header now. Or switch over this, because we do need to start getting this large number of straw bales in. And the only way we can do that is by getting our other ones out. So this is where the fun starts, because we need to get these bales out. And the way they're stacked, I'm going to be lucky to get this in. Now this is where having fun with round bales comes right in. Limited space. There we go. Like so. Perfect. What I'm going to do with these is we're just going to stack the... Well, actually, we can stack these outside. We don't need to stack silage bales indoors. So we're going to put these on the grass out here. Just our little stack of silage bales. Get these out of the way. So up. Yeah, I'm currently looking at that pile of hay bales and going, do I need to go another level higher? Can I go another level higher with this tractor? Because that is why we haven't so far. Is that I've been worried that we can't actually go any higher. And if we can't, then but this will go. So this will go up to 6 bales high. Okay, we do need to restack these hay bales as well. Then we do want to go up another level in here in order to make sure that we have enough space to store all these bales. And these bales we will be good on stuff for cows for a very long time as a result. Right, there we go. I want to be careful pulling these out. The other thing we want to get happening over the winter, of course, is our silage fermenting. There we go. First 3 down, 4 to go. I'm actually getting to grips with this piece of kit. Which is quite something. Well, I'm gonna get. So what I'm gonna do is, otherwise this whole video is just gonna be me doing this. I am going to get the rest of these stacked, and we'll get some more of the other bits done. We'll get some of the. We'll get these hay bales here restacked as well. I think there's going to be a lot of this to do later in the winter. But yeah, you guys get the idea of what we're doing here today. We're trying to just sort of rearrange the yard a bit, get things moving. I want to make space for a seed maker, because if we can get that working before the end, well, over the winter, then we will have plenty of seeds coming into Yeah, and we kind of want to get it working as well before we go and sell all of our crops. So yeah, I am going to crack on, get this emptied, and make some space in the other barn, and we'll see if we can make a bit of space for us to place a seed maker. So the shadows are getting a bit long in the day. It's this is the thing about winter. You can't get a lot done in a single day. But I do want to show you guys this. We do have lights in here. I do not know where the light switch is. But there we go. So we've restacked our hay bales there. Now one thing did come up while I was looking at this, and that is that if we come into here, we have a great demand for wool at the spinnery, 1,377. So I wanted to check what the demand for wool is at the moment. It's pretty low, but that great demand, you can see here, the price is normally 1,372. This would actually be a really good, despite this would be a really, really good time for us to sell our wool. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, we're going to go and sell the wool, I think. We've got like a pallet of it. We don't have a flatbed anymore. We don't have any forks for our front loader here. So, yeah, to sell that is a bit of a pain. But I think selling it is probably a good idea. Get it out of the way and make sure that we have a... make sure that we are in the best possible place going forward. And it really does, right at this point in winter, it gets dark so early. So... that is basically what we're going to be doing with these bales. I think I might take a little time, get all these bales manoeuvred about. I've achieved not a lot other than emptying this today, actually. I think we could do with the extra bit of income from those bales. So what we'll do is we'll do this the quick way. I'm going to drop this off. It's going to cost us, well, it's probably going to cost us as much to do this as it is to, actually, we're going to get from it. But I need to pop to the shop here. We need to grab some front loader tools. We want to grab the Stoll front loader. So, yeah, we want to grab that. We will put that in the class red, as we have been, and by that is going to be 1,000. Now I want to have a look at some trailers quickly as well. So that's either going to be in the MISC, which there are no trailers in there that we can use, so it might be in the low loaders. Yes, there we go. So, yeah, 3,000. So, yes, this is going to cost us as much to do this as we would actually get from our wool. And in actual fact, just with the headboard like that is 3,000. Yeah, so this is absolutely going to cost us as much as that. As we're expecting to get back. We want to reset these now rather than run all the way up to the shop. So we will get these delivered just for speed's sake. There we go. But the thing is, we need to get these bits to transport the wool anyway. So we might as well grab them now while we're at a good price. And it is a better price than we would get at wool's height. That is the important thing, and that is why we're looking at doing this now. Is that this is a better price than we would normally get for wool when wool is priced well. And we don't have a huge amount of wool either, is the other thing. I do want to get a car at some point as well. A Land Rover or something, I think, would be good. Not going to do that today. We're just going to use this on the tractor today, this little trailer. But it will get our wool where we want to get it. And you can see here we have a pallet and a bit of wool from last season. Oh wow, we're not going to make any money. It's only 1,000 litres of wool on this. So yeah, we're going to actually lose a bit of money doing this job. But as I said, we need to have a flatbed, even a little flatbed of some description. There we go. That is loaded to the back. So this might produce 1,500 for us if we're lucky. Yeah. This is the thing with winter days. You don't often achieve that much. Because there's not a lot of day in which to achieve it. Right. There we go. We will lock that on and lock that on. I can't believe that is the sum total of our wool from last year. It's not that much at all. It really isn't. I'd also want to check on the state of our sheep before we go. So the sheep aren't too bad. Before we run off though, we are going to turn the water on. Make sure that they have enough to make it through to the next day. And we can do then some sheep work next time. Next to selling our oats. So yeah, it's going to be oats and sheep next time. But today, we're going to go and sell this wool. Let's switch that back to this. And put that down. And yeah. 5 in the evening and we have no light left. At all. That's amazing. And we're going to head down to the shop. So the wool is down where we've been selling before, actually. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to find in this light. And this is, yeah. We've been doing a lot of selling through winter. But winter is short and is quick. And I do need to sort of... Winter's that part of seasons where I've never quite worked out exactly what I need to do in it. And it looks like the bale stacking is a time consuming job to get done very well at this moment. So yeah, I think I'm going to get those restacked. I kind of feel like I've got nowhere today. That this really is one of those episodes where we try and do a lot and don't get very far. We've spent money in order to try and make money, which is okay. That's not great. We've tried to restack bales, and the only thing we've managed to do, I think we managed to get a total of 4 new bales into that other shed. So yeah, it really is a midwinter day that has, or an early winter day where we have achieved diddly squat. But feel like I've worked hard in order to get there, you know, which is interesting. Always interesting when you have a time like that, and it does happen. Right, now, does this sell here? I think this sells here. No, it must sell round. Ah, there it is. There's our drop-off point for our wool. So we'll back this trailer into here. See how much we make off these 2 bits of wool. So 406. And the other one is not selling. Why is the other one not selling? Okay, we might have to back this in again. Nope. Okay. I'm going to do this the easy way then. Or not. So let's disconnect this. I have no idea why that back one, that front one sold. This back one has not. And this is a pallet of wool. So why is it not selling on the wool sell point? We will take. It may be that it's not high enough, because that could be a thing. Right, let's pop out. Do that. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't high enough. There we go. So yeah, we are down slightly. We're down by about 2,000, which I would say is probably our trailer. So what I'm going to do is, because we've hardly used this trailer at all, I want to keep the forks, but I think because we've hardly used this trailer at all, we might be able to go and sell it back. And if we could do that, that is going to save us quite a bit. Might actually be able to grab victory from the clutches of defeat here today, because it really has been, as I said, it's really been a day where not much has been able to be achieved, which is probably going to be the title of this video. No, that's the horse paddock. We don't want to go down there. It's very much going to be not achieving much. But there we go. And that is if we can turn into the shop anytime soon. There we go. And disconnect that. Pull this forward. Let's see what money they will give us for this trailer. 3,000. So it's 3,690. It originally cost us yeah, headboard and ladder rack, 3,690. There is how to use a trailer for free. And that is managing to pull victory from the jaws of defeat. And that is where I'm going to end it, because we have no light at all anymore on here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.